Hello everybody, welcome guys. Happy Saturday afternoon. Come on in, we are going to do a fun little craft today, and I am going to be using Dollar Tree items, and we are going to make a primitive style ornament. And it's going to be like for your shelf or something like that, and we are going to be using a pizza pan. Sorry. So I picked up a pizza pan, and I picked up the Dollar Tree cookie sheets, and we are also going to be using a Dollar Tree self-adhesive wall tile, okay? And we are going to turn this into a primitive, I want to say primitive style. It depends on how you create with it. You don't have to make it a primitive style, but that's what we are doing today. So come on in. Hello, Miss Beth. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Kim, Karen, Rita. Hello, everybody. Come on in, guys, and we are going to do some afternoon crafting. I was trying so hard to get on earlier today, and that didn't happen because our whole entire Walmart area where we live, which is a whole separate, what is it, Vince, like a town? Glenville?
Yeah.
It's like a town. The whole entire town is without power. Have no idea why, but when we go without power here and everything is shut down, Walmart kind of just pushes you away. So we had to go all the way to the next town, which is in Latham, to go to our Walmart. And it seemed like the whole country was there because it was jam-packed. So I didn't get on early. So we are here now, and we are going to create a Christmas ornament using a pizza pan. I joined not all, but a bunch of different variety groups that share their primitive stuff, vintage stuff, farmhouse stuff, a whole bunch of them. And I came across this, and it's also a really, really pretty display. I love it. Where I am going to display this once it's done is I have a shelf up above my everyday tree in the hallway, and it's going to sit behind the Christmas tree. Miss Karen says hello, Vince. Hello everybody, happy Saturday. So what I've done to prep is I used a piece of cardboard to cut out the top of to make the ornament, okay? Of course it doesn't look right on here because my camera's backwards. So this is going to be the top, trying to make it look right, of the ornament. But what we are going to do is use the cookie sheet to cut out the same exact shape to go over the top, okay? So that is what we are going to do today. Tell me how you guys are doing. Tell me what your Saturday is all about. It is extremely sunny here, but it's extremely windy. It is very, very windy here today. And I am just like, I need to craft because there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm trying to get done in a mix of decorating the tree everywhere around it, but not all my belongings have come in yet. So it's like, let's just go craft. Let's just craft. So what I'm doing is I don't have enough of the folk art lipstick red that I've used for the back. I have prepped this. Hello, Miss Eileen. It's same where you are too, Rita. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the folk art red with the cardinal chrism and make it the red that I'm looking for. Hello, Miss Diane. I got no invite. Uh-oh. Who dropped the ball? I did. Karen is slacking. Oh, Karen. Well, welcome, Miss Diane. All right, so what I'm going to do is we need to paint the inside of this pan, okay, first. Well, I really didn't have to paint the whole inside. What the heck am I thinking? So what I'm going to do is we are going to use the tile for the inside of the pan. So I should have probably did it what I was going to do. Thank you, Miss Kim, for rating the video. Guys, the Walmart was so jam-packed. I had my little list going on of what I needed to pick up today at the old Wally World. And because we had to travel to another Walmart, it was so jam-packed that, you know, when you go with your husband and he rushes you. Does anybody else have that problem? Yeah, I see you looking at me over there, Mr. Storms. I've only been on for a hot minute. Jeez. She's not giving you a break. You did not send out your invite. So we just had to get out of there, guys. I did tend to get down to the Christmas aisle, but he was like, you ready? You ready? You ready? Yeah, so tomorrow's another day. So needless to say, I needed some more of red, and I couldn't get down to the paint aisle. I didn't even try because it was a madhouse. A madhouse. But does anybody have that problem with their husbands? Let's shame the husbands today of rushing you through the grocery store, shopping center, wherever you all go. Does anybody... Lisa's husband does that. How do you feel about that, Lisa? Oh, Miss Diane said, I was waiting 3 minutes, girl. How do y'all feel about that? No, he's really not that bad, but when there's a lot of people, forget it. He will pull your cart. Not even, no joke. Guys, and it was packed. I get very like, woo, with that. All right, so I only went around the outside because the tile is going to cover up most of this. I've learned to send mine to another store, then he can come back to get me. Well, that's a good idea, but we only went to the one store. Yeah. So you know those long bead garlands, guys? I am doing that on my family tree this year. Absolutely love it. I don't know if you all do it. But the other day when I was by myself, I picked up 2 packages of them, and they are 9 feet long. But on my tree, 9 feet seems like a really good of a length. Guys, it's not. So I had to go in, while we were there, I picked up 2 more. And I just absolutely love it. But, hello, Miss Wanda, thank God. Shop online, my hubby would have a fit. You shop online for everything? No. Miss Diane, you don't go to the stores? I take my time. I'm like, stop rushing me. Stop rushing me. And then, of course, he thinks it's a game. You hear them all laughing? You see what he does to me? Hello, Miss Tanya. In my defense, I jumped on... Oh, Karen's still defending herself. Jumped on the video, was frozen, so I had to go back out and come back in. That took a minute. Hello, Mona. Anyone hear about the murdered in Hungary? No, I did not. Hello, hello. Welcome. All right, so I think we're good. I'm going to give this one more coat around. Guys, and I'm trying to just like, tell me, when you guys are like trying to get like numerous of things done in one day, do you find yourself like doing 1,000 things and where you started, it's still the way you left it? That is me today. I'm like, Rhonda, stop. But I did get the garland put around. but I'm waiting for my orders to come in, and they're not coming fast enough. Lisa said hi, Vince.
I read
It's just not coming fast enough, guys. I will be back on later tonight, guys. We are gonna craft, change of plans. So you will see me later. I just wanted to get some crafts in because I got so many ideas. Miss Diane says, hi, Vinny. Hi, Vinny.
Hi, Diane.
All right, so this is what it looks like so far. It looks like a hot mess as usual, guys, but I did prep the back, so the back we're good with, okay? Now what we're going to do, hungry in it, a girl from my area was there with friends. I went to school with her mom. She was only 25 years old. They got the guy who did it. Oh, good Lord. No, I don't even have my TV on today. Yet. Miss Diane says, I love your pocket you made last night. That came out beautiful. Miss Diane, look. I just love it. Isn't it so stinking cute? And that's what I'm finding myself doing, Diane, is going from the living room to the hallway to wanting to do the kitchen. So I said, that's it. We're going to stop right now. So tell me, guys, have you guys ever used the Dollar Tree tiles before? I have used these before. They are very sticky on the back. And I like using this particular one because it's more of like a farmhouse kind of style. And what we're going to do is we are going to paint it, but I'm going to leave that sticky seal on right now. Thank you, Miss Diane. Miss Karen, you have never? Oh, girl, they got so many different ones. You can get ones that look like shiplap. You can get this particular one. This one is used a lot. I have used this a lot. And using the Dollar Tree cookie sheets is awesome for crafting as well. Just giving you a little thought there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this over. Now it's not, obviously this is square and your pizza pan is round. So it's not gonna fit perfect, but it's all going to have the same color in it. Oh, your Dollar Tree don't sell these? Oh, that's a ripoff. That is a ripoff. I nicked it. Now, I did use my sanding block when I painted the back. I used the sanding block and I sanded it really good. And that, most of the time, helps with your paint to stay. But sometimes it gets a little wonky and it doesn't want to stay. So, what we are going to do is hold this down, and I am going to go farther than what I need on each side just so I don't go too short, and then I can always trim. The glue. All right, and then I'm gonna just cut it around. And like I said, it's not gonna fit the whole entire pizza pan, but times it's done, you won't even notice it. Well, that's no fun, Diane. All of our Dollar Trees sell them. This one is really hard for our Dollar Trees here to keep in stock because so many people use these for so many different crafts, this particular one. Because it's country, it's like a farmhouse style. And depending on how you create with it, you can turn it into however you decorate your home, basically. All right, so it's kind of sort of round, but not really. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over, and once we take the seal off, that's when it's gonna get tricky. So I am gonna go around and just kind of use my finger to try to make an indentation. Because we need to cut more. I have a good friend at Dollar Tree. They let me know when new things come out and I'm there. Oh, that's awesome. I used to have that kind of advantage with Walmart. I sure did. And then on Black Friday, that's how I got my kids a long time ago. The Nintendo. That's how my kids got the Nintendo really cheap. Not that we got a discount. It's just because you know how Black Friday, everything goes really fast. One of my friends that I used to bring back and forth to work with me, I need some of those for your bathroom. You have stock in them? Diane, yes. A lot of crafters use this. Tanya, I know somebody that did their whole entire bathroom with these. And that's all she did was, instead of using the actual adhesive that's here, she just added extra. Because, you know, it's Dollar Tree. God only knows how long this is going to last with the adhesive. But she just added extra adhesive and it absolutely turned out amazing. I just want to get all this cut before I actually take the seal off, but we are going to use glue as well. Lisa has stock in them. Lisa, you go, girl. I used to, but I used to use these a lot, so I don't anymore. And then what you can do is you do not have to, oh, that's okay. Let it dry because I can use the actual red that you use to match it. That's awesome. He fixed my mailbox, the Santa mailbox, guys. That's what he was doing over there. So what you can do is you could take the adhesive part right off and use just the tile to use your own hot glue. I'll check it out, Tanya. Yes, Tanya, definitely use extra glue. And I believe what she used was, they have tile glue. Just put an extra glue on it. I wouldn't trust the Dollar Tree adhesive, but because as you can see, that just came right off. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to glue this. Add my glue. Okay, and then you're gonna pick it up. Get it where you want it. Like I said, it's not gonna cover the whole thing, but it's okay. It's gonna cover right around the whole entire seam, like right around there before it ridges. And that's what you want. How many do you need, Tanya? Oh, for the tiles? Yeah, let me know. I can keep my eye out too. Like I said, we always have them here. Our Dollar Trees really keep them pretty stocked. So let me know. I can keep my eye out too. Like I said, this particular one sometimes is a little challenging to find sometimes, but when I find them, I kind of buy extra. But when I picked this up the other day, the Dollar Tree actually had them in stock. Rhonda, Diane said Temu sells them. Yes, they do. Sure do. Yes, they do. Rhonda, Diane said Temu said. Diane, how did you write that? I thought somebody else was speaking for you. You trying to confuse me? It's not taking much today. All right. Don't drop it in the red. All right, so this is what we got so far. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. I did nick it, but I'm going to paint over it anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are just going to pound the rest of this out on here. Probably 35. That's not too bad. We're going to add just mixing it a little bit because I didn't think I had enough for both. So you're just going to paint over it, guys. Get it painted. I'm going to have to glue some down again. Maybe Temu would sell them. Diane, does Temu sell them like as a bundle? Or do you have to buy them separate like you do at the Dollar Tree? And it actually covers very nicely with the paint too. Oh, Diana is looking right now. Got you. That's how you confused me. Girl, don't be confusing me like that. All right, so let's give this a dry. See what I mean, guys? It's all going to go in together. 10 sheets for $6.98. That's cheap. That's very cheap. Yeah, but Lisa, oh, that's a good idea too. Lisa just said something really, a good idea, that you can go to the Dollar Tree site, and I think you have to buy 30 at a time, and see if that equals out and if you're going to save anything, because you can get them 30 as a pack. So you figure, yeah, a case of them, yes. All right, let's dry this up. I do have to glue some edges down here. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, just drying it up. This takes the longest. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover that with the cookie sheet. Okay? I don't need a case, but Tanya could. Yeah, Tanya said that she needed like 35. There you go. Yeah, that's why I never bought them like that, because I definitely don't need a whole case, but they're really hard to keep them in stock, so when you buy them, you want, it'd probably be better. Yeah, definitely take a check. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use my vintage oxide to grunge it up. All right, we're going to grunge up around the sides and a little bit here, and then we're going to add greenery with a bell and a tag. And the top, we're going to use the cardboard and the cookie sheet to make the top of the ornament. And you could do even this with like even French country. If you decorate French country style, you could do this in like a creamy white, and same concept. I just have to make sure that it's dry because it will peel up quick if it's not dry. So we can give it a sec and let it dry on its own, but I do want to get this glued here. Glue that. It's not glued all the way yet, or dried all the way. I can see a lot of wetness, but that's going to be my top part up there. Okay. All right, so this is what we got so far. Look at that design. Woo! Be careful you don't melt the tile. I know. Put aluminum foil on your cardboard. Aluminum foil? Well, this is going to be aluminum foil basically, but it's I like the design of the cookie sheet. And then what we're going to do is drizzle it with cinnamon. Lisa's thinking the same. Aluminum foil would work too. If you don't have the cookie sheet, you all know you got aluminum foil in your house. Use the aluminum foil. All right, so I already cut it. So what I'm going to do now is just trace it. The most trickiest thing with this was to cut out the center. Trickiest. And now with this cookie sheet, you just want to be careful with your fingers because it is sharp. So I'm just tracing it around. But what we're going to need is 2 of these, front and back. So just be super careful with this part, because I have cut my finger on these little guys before, and let me tell you, it's worse than a paper cut. Worse than a paper cut for sure. You need a sculptor. And always save these because sometimes these are hard to find. Oh, crapola. I forgot to line up my middle piece, guys. My little hole for the middle. Gotta cut that out. I'm going to do front and back of my little cardboard, so that's why I cut out 2. Hey Vince, you have your little X-Acto knife down there? My scissors are bigger than anything, and I gotta get this middle part. Thank you. just cutting out the middle here to make my hole. Don't cut your finger on the, I know, it's terrible. Then I can just peel it up and then snip it. Okay, so there's the one part. Okay, now we gotta cut this one. Cut it right around. And if you definitely feel more comfortable using aluminum foil than the cookie sheet, aluminum foil is probably less of a chance of cutting yourself, but I like this look. This was my Cricut knife. This is probably the most time-consuming part, but you want to be super careful. Hello, Miss Diana. Just cutting around here, gonna make this part a little bit more open here. Don't want to have a wonky hole. Okay, now what we're gonna do is glue. And if you made it too big, you can always just line it up and then trim it to make it fit. Oh, well, it wouldn't be too big if I cut off the bottom. All right, now we're gonna glue. I always want to make sure that the whole part is lined up. Definitely lined up, and then like I said, you can always trim the rest that's not needed. And it's very hot. What are you off this weekend, Rhonda? Yes, this is my weekend off. Yep. 14-day stretch is enough, Miss Diane. All right, so now I'm just going to trim, get all the extras off here. Looking a little wonky there for a minute. Yes, yes, yes. Need a break. Need a break. Okay, let's glue this side. The aluminum foil will sharpen your scissors. Oh, I did not know that. Does it really? I did not know that, Lisa. I need new scissors. I say that all the time. What am I making? We are making a Christmas tree ornament out of the pizza pan and the tile. And we're making, this is the top of the handle for my ornament. Okay, so see there's your little ornament top. And what we're gonna do is get rid of this before I cut my finger. Okay. Now this is going to get glued to the top just like so. Okay, that's going to get glued to the top. But first, we need to paint this. You see it now, girl? You see it? We're going to paint it, and while it's wet, I'm going to sprinkle it with cinnamon. We're going to sprinkle with cinnamon. Miss Diane, I am using this for in back of my tree up on a shelf. And I just think with the colors, it's going to go. Did you decorate your tree yet? I'm in the process. Oh! I'm in the process. That is one of my goals today. Hopefully, I added the beaded garland around it. My lights are on. When we went to Walmart, do you guys know those? It's a tree skirt, but they're metal, and it hides the actual tree stand and all of that. I bought one of those today. I've never had one, and I see that everybody is buying them now. So I bought one, and it was like a primitive one. It had, you know, it was all grunged up, and they're $16 at Walmart, which I didn't think it was bad. All right, so that's what it looks like, okay? I'm in the process too. How are you feeling, Miss Diane? Are you supposed to be doing that stuff? Are you supposed to be decorating? And I'm sad because I noticed that my flocked on my tree looks yellowish with lights turned on. Oh, why is it yellow? Is it from smoke? Oh, no lifting. Okay, so you're being good. You're being good, though. All right, so let's fold this up. Okay, so we're going to bring this over here. And I do have to dry a little bit more. No, it's not supposed... Oh, it's not exposed to smoke. Then why is it yellow? Let's dry this up a little bit more. And we're going to add our bell topper. And we're going to glue all the greenery on it. You have a fireplace? Oh, it can turn a yellow. My smaller tree like this that sits in the farmhouse box, it came as a 2-pack. And somehow the cover came off of it. And Vince smokes back there and out the door. And my tree has to be reflocked. Because it turned smoky. It turned smoky. And sitting down here in the basement, but we thought it was in the box. I don't know how it got put away and not in the box. All right, I think we're good. All right, so now let's glue. So hopefully this is dry. Tap off all the extra cinnamon. And what we're going to do is glue along the bottom here. And once we get it glued, I might rub off some of that cinnamon too. Flock becomes old. Been smoke outside like I do? Yes, no smoking in the house. Pre-grunged. I googled it. It says it can happen without being around smoke. Oh, I bet it can. Yep, because, you know, anything can get on it, you know what I mean? Okay, there's our ornament topper. Just securing the back here because it's got that little tiny lip. Okay, so I'm just pressing up underneath that lip so it catches all of it. Okay, so there's our ornament so far. All right, and now what we're going to do is add my greenery. And I told you guys I've been buying these to cut off from the smoke from the laser. That's what I think it basically came from, is because the laser and all that machinery is back there. And that's where we have the big, huge shelvings and all the seasonal stuff is back there. I bought it secondhand to begin. Oh, okay. Yeah. It probably was old then, Diane, too, because you God only knows how long, you know, how long somebody's had it. They always say someone's garbage is another person's treasure. That's the way I look at it. Uh-huh. All right, so we're going to add our greenery. And then we're going to add some pine cones, but not these big ones. Oh no, I'm freezing. No. So these little pokey dots things go out and come back in. Yeah, see if that will help. See if that will help, Lisa. Okay, so we're going to do that on that side. And this one on this side. I don't know how I'm feeling about these little pokey things here. But maybe they will work once I get it down. Alright, and then brush that on the floor. I don't appreciate you calling my tree garbage. Honey, I do it. Don't take offense to it. Where do you think I just got the wicker set? From somebody's garbage. I love it, do it. I mean, I don't go picking through their garbage, but hey, love it. I will always take somebody's ham-a-dance. All right, so I am going to add some of these, okay? Not a lot. And I am going to go across them. I think. It's not really... No, I know. No, I know, girl. I'm a thrift store girl, so... You should see the shirt I have coming from Temu. You guys are going to love it. Ooh. Yes, yes. I bought a little t-shirt and it talks all about thrifting and all of the things. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take some of my vintage oxide here and I'm going to coat these up so they're not so white. Add some color to them. You know I dumpster dive, girl. I just thought that this will add to that touch right up above my tree. And that's where the Santa mailbox is going that we had available. That is going to go on the same shelf with this, with a Santa, and all the things. All right, so that's all I did was add a little bit of touch of brown to them, or vintage. Not really brown, but I just don't like it white. All right, so let's get these done first. So we're gonna add, and by adding the greenery up here, you're gonna hide the seam of your little ornament handle. These guys can be a little wonky here. Trying to get them to stay down. I jump in. Ms. Lisa, I could never jump in because I would need a ladder to jump in. So trying to be sneaky and do that on my end, I'd get caught because I need a ladder. Definitely need a ladder. We're gonna add greenery to this. You guys probably can't even see, can you? Because my paper is making me slide right up. All right, I don't need the paper anymore. Get rid of the paper. So we're gonna bend these in. These are movable, guys, and they're very fluctual. Outside bugs. I remember when I stopped along I-88 because I wanted some real cattails, and a few days later I had bugs. Oh no! No! See, that's my thoughts about doing stuff like that. All right, I wonder if I tuck these. Oh my goodness, we gotta play around here. These little guys are like, me and Charlene. That's funny, but it's not funny. I'm sure you were like grossed out, right? Right up inside of there. All right, see what I got going on so far? What do you guys think? Thinking I need to add a little bit more clump over here, maybe? I would do it too, Diane. You guys are funny. gotta distress a little bit more here. They were punky bugs. All right, I added a little bit more of a clump. More white on the side. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting it. Better? I want to add another I added 2 more pieces, one on each side, to bring it down a little bit farther. And we're shoving it right up inside of here to bring it down. Yes. Ow, fingers, hot glue, yes. All right. So in the middle here is going to be where our bow is, okay? What do you guys think so far? We're going to add some pine cones. I didn't want to use those big ones that came on the pick because that would be like really overpowering it because they're huge. So I'm just going to stick some pine cones in here, glue it to the greenery. Thank you, Diane. We have to add our distressing a little bit, but we're going to get our bow on and we're going to do a tag. Ouch, and I burnt my finger again. Just some, we'll do 2 pine cones on each side. Thank you, Lisa. 2 pine cones on each side and we should be good. All right, see the pine cone effect? Love it, love it, love it. Karen's loving it. Yes, girl. All right, so now we are going to use get a piece of this. Jeez, Rhonda has no strength today. Thank you, guys. We're not gonna just use this. What I'm doing is, you can use creepy cloth, you can use cheesecloth, you can use muslin, and with this, with this. I'm trying to get it to stretch out here. When I pull it, sometimes it wants to curl up. Come on, straighten out. Be good. All right, so we got that. So what I'm going to do is I got leftover, it's like cheesecloth. I already stained it, so it's coffee stained. All right, and basically what I'm going to do with this is we're going to use just a, I might only need this part. What you're going to do is I'm going to undo mine a little bit. I just got a bunch of cheesecloth in, but my cheesecloth isn't stained yet. So I'm gonna use the stained stuff first. Okay, and you're basically going to work with me here. Open it up a little bit, and you're gonna make it into like a little round pocket. And we need to add glue right here where I left this hole. You're just going to put glue there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in like a little pocket. Make sure the glue has attached. Okay, and you're going to take this ribbon. And do we have more of that ribbon? And we're going to take this ribbon. Over there. Right here apart. I'm going to tie it, make a tie. And we're going to use a little bit of this again. To add with it. And we are going to glue this in the middle. Hold it down till it catches. And I'm going to make those a little shorter. Glue that right there. You're going to cut off your stringies here. This one can be shorter. This one can be shorter. And then I want to take this and just rip it up there. This one is good. You don't want all the strings though. You have a lot of strings, just pull them off or cut them off. Get up there. Okay, and now we need to get our bell. That bell's too big. Where's my bells? Oh man, what did I just do with my bells? I don't know if this bell is too big. To grunge up, just turn pad upside down and rub. Yes, you definitely could do that. I don't think that this bell's too big. No, we're going to use this bell. Guys, I got these at Hobby Lobby. $6.99 for 12, and they are 50% off. And they got little stars on them with snowflakes. I think that that will go perfect with this. This morning I put a big order from Temu. Diane, Girl, I am waiting for all my Temu orders to come in. I've been bad. All right. So this is what we got so far. And that will all flow together. Okay. I don't want them longer than the other ones, so let's do this. The only thing else we need to do, guys, is no Christmas though. Oh, mine's everything. 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 All right, we got one more thing to do. We're gonna make up a tag. But I need to find someplace that has smaller tags. Or I just need to make my own smaller tags because these tags are like humongous. Thank you guys. Humongous. So let me grunge. And what we're going to write on this and we're going to have it coming right down through the middle, right where the bell is. We are going to write cut that off actually, and we can snip and snap, and then what I'm going to do is make my own little hole, Hello, Miss Rita. Diane, I need to get on there. Ooh, I need to find red t-shirts for our Christmas t-shirts this year, guys. I ordered the iron-on print that I want this year for our t-shirts. But now we are going to look for black lounge pants with red t-shirts this year. That's what we're doing for our Christmas theme. So I wonder if I just glued him there because I'm sure they have them. I gotta check. All right, guys, look at, this is what we have. 'Tis the season, and we have just a bunch of homespun, just clumped together. We used some creepy cloth, Dollar Tree, you know, Halloween time. I stacked up really, really well with that, but you could also use creepy cloth, cheesecloth, muslin, however you want to do it, and then just take a cardboard, aluminum foil. I use the cookie cutter. Now that your cinnamon is dry, what I'm doing is a paper towel and taking off some of that cinnamon. Thank you guys. And what it's going to do is it's going to give back some of that aluminum look and make it look rustic as well. Guys, but I love it. I think it's very cute. Oh, wait. Wait. October 14th, I ordered the spin mop set with bucket. They said it was too big to fly. Here it's coming by ship December. I was like, oh my God. Are you serious? Now what I'm going to do, guys, is vintage. Not dark. Just use your vintage oxide if you have it. Go around the side. Just basically around your raised part of your pizza pan. And I'm going in the raised parts of that tile. And just giving it a nice little coat of vintage photo. If you don't have vintage photo, guys, highly suggested, has become my favorite. 2 freaking months. Oh my God. You bought the spin mop from Temu? That is too funny, Diane. So they're going to send you your stuff on a ship. That is funny. I'm just going over the raised little designs on that tile, and I'm going to show you what it does. It brings that right out. So you can definitely see. It's like flowers and greenery and ivory or whatever it is. But look at that. Look at how stinking cute that is. And then also what you can do, if you want, you can take your black ink and go up around your ornament handle and grunge it up a little bit with the black. Okay, with the black. Just to give it a little bit of a grunge. And there you have it. You want one of those? One of what? Oh, the spin mops. There you go, guys. Look at how stinking pretty it is. I am super excited. I'm very happy how it turned out. And like I said, if you have these little white little picks, and if you want to make it completely vintagey, that's all I did was used some of my vintage and just crunched it up a little bit, went around it so it wasn't so white. But that's my little ornament today, and I will be showing pictures once I get somewhat decorated of where I displayed everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got inspired. Like I said, all the items are from the Dollar Tree as far as the actual supplies. And then the greenery, I got 50% off at home, Hobby Lobby, and the bell came from Hobby Lobby. What are you guys laughing at? Are you guys laughing at me? I see you're both laughing at me. All right, guys, I will head off here, get some work done, and I will see you guys later. I will be back on. We will craft. We might do 2 things, but I'm not sure. We have to get, Vince is prepping. Lisa, by the time I get my floors, you will look. Oh, I missed that comment. What does it say? Times I get it, my floors will look like the outside ground. I missed that whole thing. Oh my God, 2 months. Can you imagine? Thank you, Miss Wanda. All right, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit later. Have a great rest of your afternoon. And let's see what happens later. See you later, guys. Bye.